Hi, Leander. We're in for a long stream today. I'm going to try and do all of Chapter 2, which is kind of ridiculous, but I believe in us. We're going to get a lot of new characters, and a lot more chatting about history, so it'll be fun. Oh, actually, that's a problem. I've got a save state, but right now something went weird with SNES, so I'm going to close the game and reload it quick, and it should be right back to where it was in just a moment, but with my menus so I can load the save state after for the arenas. So, image is going to appear, but the rest of it's not going to... The image is going to disappear, but the rest of it's going to be fine. Well, this is not great. For some reason, the emulator appears to be struggling hard. So, it just crashed. We'll try it one more time. There we go. Okay. This is kind of annoying. Okay, my whole computer is freezing up, so that's odd. There we go. Everything else should be fine, just my computer did something very strange. No idea what that was about. Let me know if things go weird on the stream side. But we should be back now. Okay. We're back. It seems to be working. So, and I have my options bar now, so I can actually play the game correctly. So we're gonna get started after that tiny disaster. Yeah, I have no idea what happened, but we should be fixed now. Verdane has fallen to Granvale. On orders from Valhalla, Sigurd governs the region from Evan's castle, with his newlywed wife Deirdre ever at his side. However, Granvale's actions in Verdane are ill-received by neighbouring Agustria. The lords of Agustria lead a storm of heated rhetoric denouncing Granvale. To make matters worse, the renowned pacifist Agustrian ruler, King Imka, is slain by an unknown hand. Imka's successor to the Agustrian crown is his firstborn son, Prince Chagall. Even as the Agustrian crisis unfolds, the bulk of Ramvel's army remains in Isaac. And so, Chagall has given his lords the first command as the new king: invade Verdain. As the sole defender of Granvale's front, Sigurd once again finds himself in battle. Here we go, crisis in Agustria. Here's Nordian, with its king Eldigan and his sister. The Project Naga translation here says Rakasis, the official localization is Lachesis. Lachesis, I'm leaving for Agustria. I can't rest until I've convinced King Chagall to end his foolish warmongering. Please don't do it, brother. You know as well as I that Chagall murdered his father himself. You'll only be endangering yourself for a lost cause. He won't listen to you. And so we continue. Eldigan here is incredibly honorable and thinks his king cannot do that, and since he is an underling of Chagall, he thinks that he cannot say that. He also thinks that the king can be persuaded. So yeah, that goes well. That goes really well. As you can see, at Agustria Castle here, Eldigan's going to meet with Chagall, and things are going to be fine. Please, your majesty, reconsider your militant ambitions. Your father before you worked so hard to build an era of peace with Granvale. A war will only bring ruin to our people, bringing disgrace upon your good name for generations to come. I implore you, do not start a war. So it's you, Eldigan of Nordian. You dastard, my father adored you and you used his trust to undercut me at every turn. But now my father is no more, and long live the king of all Agustria. For years you've made me play the fool, and now I will reward you in kind. Guards, throw this man in the dungeon. Wait, your majesty, please! Bang. Good riddance, the eyesore. Send my orders to Bordeaux at Herheim. Seize Nordian Castle. Once that nuisance is dealt with, we're clear to throw all we've got at Granvale. Majesty King Chagall, I see you've made your decision at last. Manfroy? Yes, just as we agreed. Father is dead, and by my hand. There is no turning back now. Even so, I still don't know if we stand a chance. Remember, Granvale still adheres to that tawdry old peace treaty with you, and their entire army is distracted in Isaac. Strike now and you could not possibly fail. You're right, the downfall of Granvale will mark the rise of Agustria as Yggdral's new leading power. Chagall, Emperor of the World. I like the sound of that. We can only hope your ambition will be rewarded. So yeah, Manfroy, the head of the Cult of Lofts here, is running the scenes in Agustria. Milady, we've received word that Lord Eldigan was arrested in Agustria. What? You must be joking. Oh, why didn't I try harder? I shouldn't have let him go. That isn't our only problem, milady. With Lord Eldigan gone, we need to be aware of Herheim's movements. Knowing of his lordship's absence, a strike from them is inevitable. After the Verdain incident, they're most likely out for revenge on us. Especially Lord Elliot. Ugh. Bad Elliot. I can't believe how many times I've had to tell him I'm not interested in him. Smug, self-absorbed swine like him are the absolute worst. If only more men were cut from the same cloth as LD. It's too bad they aren't, so else perhaps someone will stand a chance to marry me. Perhaps. Be that as it may, Lord Eldigan's cross knights are still dispatched to the north at Fort Sylvail, well away from here. We three are all who remain. Nordian is vulnerable and they know it. Rest assured, my brothers and I will do all we can to defend the castle. but the odds are against us. I'm sorry, milady. Very well, thank you, Eve. But please, look after yourselves. Don't waste your lives for me. Be sure to tell Eva and Alva that I'm sorry for this. We're not worthy of such kind words, milady. Even so, Lord Eldigan handpicked us to defend you. Our Lord gave us a task, and we will see it through. As Paladins of Nordion, our lives are yours no matter what. To our dying breaths, we live to defend you. And Lord Sathian, this is the 4th game in the series, released in 1996. So this is developed by Shozo Kaga. The second to last game he developed with Intelligent Systems. Let me get this straight. Eldigan ticked off the king and got himself a little prison time for his troubles. That's perfect. Elliot, lay siege to Nordion at once. Let's see some tears roll down Eldian's cheeks. With pleasure, father. And so, now Elliot and his forces are going to roll out for Nordion. Sire, we have trouble. It appears that Lord Eldigan has been taken prisoner and Nordion is under attack. I bear a message from Lady Raucous pleading for aid. They've taken Eldigan? Why in the world would they treat a man so esteemed this way? Inform everyone to make ready. We ride for Nordion at once. No matter the cost, Lachesis needs us. He might never admit it, but Lachesis has always been dear to Eldigan. The loss of Lachesis would gravely wound him. Yeah, Lord Sapien, the guy with the blue hair, here is Sigurd, and he's our lord for this part of the game. This is his wife, Deirdre. Milord, you're preparing for another battle, aren't you? I'm sorry, Deirdre. I owe so much to Eldigan. I can never abandon his sister in a time like this. I thought as much. I'm not about to stop you. No, I will accompany you. What? No, I can't allow that. I refuse to endanger you like this. Oh Lord, do you not remember our vows? You swore to never leave my side, and I am uneasy. I have a feeling that if you and I were to part, we would never find each other again. Please, grant me this. Let me stay by your side. I'm sorry, you're right. I did promise. Very well, let us ride together, but you mustn't leave my side. I won't. Oh yeah, he is an absolute beast. We're going to blitz the arena with him, and then I'm going to load the save state to skip all the boring arena grinding. But let's take a look at everyone, since it's been a little while since I did everything. This is... oh gosh. Okay, I'm behind schedule on the Silver Sword. This is Sigurd. He's a monster, by every metric. High strength, high defense, high speed, best weapon type. He destroys everyone. Here's his companions, Noish and Alec, and Arden. Arden has good defense, but past that, he's an armor knight in a game that has huge maps. He's terrible. Then we have Finn, Quan, and Ethlin. Or, okay, Ethlin's not even in the same group as them. But yeah. Finn's pretty good. He's got the speed ring right now, so he doubles more people. Quan hits like an absolute truck. And then we have Medir, Azel, Jamko, Lex, Dew, Deirdre, Ethlin, Aira, and Aideen. So we got a pretty good squad here, but we're gonna crush the arena here very quickly, and then we'll load a save state. The reason to do this is, in this chapter, if you beat the arena, you get a new unit. This shows you how good Sigurd is too. It just absolutely squashes him. Mahatma, obviously being named after Gandhi. Arena units tend to just be stealing names from whatever he can. So, this is an Indian name, adapted, I think, from Muhammad, but still, more of this. Well, good job. He missed things, it's bad. Bad unit. So, here we have Buchanan. He's a Myrmidon. named after a US president, James Buchanan. And he's dead now. That is a terrible level up for Sigurd, by the way. Yeah, so we're saying if you played like Radiant Dawn as your first one, which is a great game, you're used to like someone like Titania having pretty bad growths. Sigurd doesn't have that problem. Hugh just continues to be incredibly good all the way through. That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. We will switch over to his based Silver Sword. Oh yeah. This game is balanced super differently from modern Fire Emblem. So like, I'll show you the stats on this Silver Sword, just to show you how broken this thing is once I finish this fight against Holland. That was easy. This guy's never been beaten in the arena. Super easy to beat. But we recruit him for our trouble. Nobody here has ever bested me before. Who in the world are you, anyway? The way you fought. You are brimming with spirits. I'd wager there's something you're here to fight for, right? All I've done is chase the money for all these years. But I look at you and suddenly it all feels so meaningless. Hey, don't suppose you're recruiting? Maybe using my blade for something real and grander than me is just what I need. So, let me show you the stats. Steel Sword, 80 hit, 10 might, 3 weight. Silver Sword, 80 might, 14 might, or 80 hit, 14 might, 3 weight. There is no constitution in this game, so it's just speed minus weight is attack speed. You can't have negative attack speed. So he has effectively 13 AS in all of his fights. In contrast here, the weight of a lance. Every lance or basic lance here has 12 weight. And axes mostly have 18 weight, except the Brave Lance, or the Brave Axe. So yeah, it's insane. Completely ludicrous balance. But, this guy, Holland, you wouldn't be able to tell from looking at this translation of his name, but his name should actually be spelled Chullainn. Pronounced in Old Irish, pronounced basically like Colin, but Cullen. Or, no, not Cullen. So, that is a reference to the Ulster cycle of Irish mythology, where Cullen is a legendary smith, and a young man ends up killing his guard dog. And so Cullen gets super mad and forces that young man to serve as his guard dog for a year. That young man is the hero Cuchulainn. Cu literally means the hound, so it's the Hound of Cullen. And that's where this guy gets his name from. Nay. What is it? That button. You can see here he has minor Other Holy Blood. It's Odo here, but it should be Oath. Oh, that's the same. I believe that's the same thing. The same hero, the wielder of the Gibor. So, yep, he has minor Odo Blood, the same as Eira here, and so he ends up having a really insane strength growth. Unfortunately, he is just a worse version of Eira. Though right now I think he's better because he's like 4 levels higher. But for the most part, yeah, he's he promotes into a worse class and he has worse skills. So yeah, we're not going to end up actually pairing him up for the second generation. He's just going to exist on his own and help out as far as we can. Now, I believe it was this save slot. Yep, you can tell everyone's at 1 HP, mostly, which means that they did the arena. Arenas, if you lose in the arena, you're just left at 1 HP. But yeah, there's that. Now, let's take a look at the map. So that goes way the hell out here. Oh gosh, where is it? It's somewhere out here, I think. I think it's this square. Has a special event for Arden. You also got... well, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. All the way up to Agustria Castle up here. We've also got Anthony there. And we've got Herrheim here. I've got a bunch of things in between. And we have Mackley here. So, we basically have 5 lords represented. Nordin with Eldigan. Bordeaux over in Herrheim. I believe this is him. Yep. I believe it... I don't remember who's at Anthony. I think it's Macbeth at Anthony. And then I don't remember who's here. We'll meet him later. And then we have Chagall in Agustria. This map is colossal, and it's far from the biggest in this game. And we're going to be here for a while. But Loxis here is in the worst starting class, best finishing class in the game. Unfortunately, she's level 2 right now, which sucks. But whatever. If we can keep her alive, she has the best promotion bonuses in the series, which is pretty insane. But yeah, she is protected by Alva, Eva, and Eve. Now, this translation translates it the same as the city in Belgium, I believe I think it's in Belgium? Don't remember exactly. It's a city. The older translation patch just had EVE, which is actually the exact same name as Eva. They're both the name of, well, Eve from the Bible. It's just most inflected languages use Eva as the nominative form. And then Alva is a Hebrew name as well. So yeah. We're gonna need to move fast, but also our healers have a bunch of work to do. So we don't want to outrun we don't want our guys to outrun them too far. But the first few can head out, so we will make sure his things are all repaired. Good. The silver sword should make it, I hope. Our people who aren't injured are going to move first, mostly. When it goes out. It's going to be really hard to keep everyone up to speed here. We're going to do our best, but you can see even this is a long ways to go. Oh god, I have to manually move them all. Yeah, it's awful. I mean, it's great. I love this game to bits, but oh my god, this is not the most enjoyable part of this. And Alec can go there. Also, I've decided on most of the pairings for the first gen. Oh, no, don't want to do her yet. F1, that's who I wanted to move. Heal. Yay! More levels! Ethlyn has really bad growths. Yeah, ooh, does Deirdre have... No. Okay, that was nearly awkward. Armory? No. Okay, you don't... We just don't have a... Okay. So there's just currently, like, only 2 heal staves in the game, right? So that kinda sucks. Still. No, I don't need to do that. Depart. Jamka... Well, let's see how far Aideen can go. Aideen can go to where Jamka is, so... We'll have Madir go to there. And Aideen can go there. I'm trying to pair Aideen and Madir, because that's one of the canon pairing, or more canon pairings, and also, that's actually a mythological couple, and I want to keep them together because that's cute. I mentioned them on the last, or on the first stream we did. Madir and Etain are a very famous mythological couple in Irish mythology that have some absolutely... Etain has some absolutely crazy shit happen to her. Like, I've not seen anyone with that bad luck in mythology in a long time. Also, well, you can see Deirdre has really atrocious move. So does Azel. So do the Sword Kids. And do. Foot units have 6 move, healers, magic users, and armor knights usually have 5. 5 move in this game is stupid. And that was 1 turn. Imagine if I was doing the arena work too. It would be so bad. We get a Pegasus Knight in this chapter, actually. We'll get her near the end. But for the most part, I think it's a game balance thing. Because there's a lot of things that only flyers can do. But at the same time, they don't get the benefit of roads. So this game has roads. For every, like, 3 squares you move on a road, you get 1 more. So flyers can only ever move 8 squares. Sigurd, on a road, can move 12. If he has a leg link, he can move 16. Or 17. And Elliot is an absolute creep, and I will look forward to slaughtering him. But yeah, these guys have a huge army, and it's basically impossible to get there before they arrive at Nordian Castle. So we're going to have to hope. We're going to have to really, really hope that we have good luck. Okay. Yep, this guy is, well, you can see, fat and bald and self-interested and is trying to murder a bunch of villages. Luckily, they'll take a very, very long time to arrive. But we're going to have to move fast. And we have Mackley here. I don't even remember who the Lords of Agustria are. Let me actually pull those names up, because getting them right, I don't think they ever actually say it. Lords of Agustria. Nay, that's history. Characters. So it's Macbeth in the top castle, and this guy is Clement. So Clement's gonna stay neutral, Macbeth's gonna be mean and try and raid a bunch of villages. And yeah. We're just gonna keep pushing ahead as hard as we can. Luckily I'm not caring about rank, I'm not trying to do anything like that, so we're gonna be totally fine. Still, Evelyn will heal. And we'll keep pushing forward, I guess. Oh, that would make things so much easier. Nope, we gotta move everyone one at a time. At some of the later castles, I'm just gonna stop moving people because it's just not worth the trouble. But for now, it still is a decent thing to be doing. So you can get to there. Someone can get to just past? Yes. Lorzapian, yes I do. Very much. Because each unit in this game has individually assigned gold. And so, Aideen has 19,000 right now. Aira has 23,000. They have no way to give money to each other. So if someone runs out and needs to repair a weapon, they just can't. So yeah, that's great. This game is a joy. Still, we're actually doing pretty good. We're actually a couple turns ahead of them. Well, one turn ahead of them. They'll arrive just before we do. But that's okay. Sigurd and Quan are going to run into them like an absolute truck, and it'll be fun. Honestly, on a casual playthrough, it's almost easiest to just only send Sigurd and just murder all of these guys. Also, yeah, as much as possible, we want to keep all three of these paladins alive, even though they make things very annoying for Lachesis. Because if we do, we get a ring that gives whoever has it Canto, which is great for our dancers. Also, yeah, there are these bandits. Luckily, the villages do have someone to protect them, as long as we move kinda fast. They will not have a problem surviving. I wanted to make sure I had the right thing equipped, but that's okay. And Finn. And we'll move Noish first. And heal up. I should turn off animations on healers. That will speed things. Actually, I'll turn off animations in general, I think. Because the animations of this game are really good, But this game takes so long with animations on. So, options, animations off. Alec is good to go. Let's see how far Dean can get to. Okay, so we'll actually hold Lex back slightly. So we can heal him up, because Lex is actually good against a lot of these guys. Because he has a Brave Axe. And he cannot double, because he does not have the skill that lets him double. But, yeah. He will be fine. His Brave Axe is the best weapon for him, and it makes him just really good. Oh, thank you so much, Leander, for the Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate that greatly. So this is a good time to mention, yeah, if you have linked your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get 1 free subscription a month. And if you want to use that to help support this stream, I would greatly appreciate it. It's obviously not like an important thing if you can't or don't want to give even more data to Jeff Bezos. I completely understand. But if you do, that's a free way to support me. Yeah, I mean, that means you just have to make sure you actually show up and click the button every month. Yep. Oh boy, Eve is not doing well. Kanto might actually just screw me out of it. Yeah, I think I lose the Night Ring through no fault of my own. Gee, wait, how do you get partner with... Well, actually 5 viewers is better than most of my streams, but still. How do you get partner with that? You need 3 a stream to get affiliate, so I thought they wanted like 50. So this is gonna be difficult. This is going to be really difficult. We'll see if we can save the paladins, but we may not be able to. And I am not going to reset over it. Not about that life. Still, Alec can take on this guy. Should easily get a kill. That's risky. We'll use the steel sword for that. And that's a kill. Dodge, thank you. And yo. There's that. We'll take a step up. Should have actually took a step in, so Alec was taking those hits. Still. Cool, Madeir can do this, that is big. Because Madeir doubles? Because the killer bow... Oh yeah, Lord Sathian, you thought the silver sword was good. The killer bow here is ridiculous. Ooh, good level, Madeir. Killer Bow, 14 might, 100 hit, 2 range, 3 weight, and it has 20% crit on it. In this game, you cannot crit unless you have the critical skill, which Noish has. No, that's Spin. Which Noish has. Critical. Which, yeah, doubles the attack stat at the top of the screen there, so we'd have 52 attack on a crit. Or you have a weapon with crit on it, like the Killer Bow or the Mistletoe. Or you get 50 kills on a weapon. It is... Ooh, that's a one-shot. I like that. Exactly, it is just as broken as it sounds. And crap. I cannot heal Eve. Which means I'm just gonna have to get lucky? What weapon do you guys have? You have a sword. Okay, then I'll try and kill Lance guys as much as possible. And Kuin one-shots. I can take up that spot. And Sigurd can kill this guy with the insanity of his silver sword. Just casually. Sigurd got hit. It's a tragedy. I think Eve still dies, but we did pretty good. Yeah, the balance in this game is... It's actually really well balanced, it's just really peculiarly balanced. Just because the order of priorities is completely unlike what you see in modern Fire Emblem. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that a lot. And thank you, Geo-Anomaly, for the follow. So, we have, well, we may as well just heal Cullen. We're getting close. Oh, also, Lord Sapien, something else that is going to feel really off to you is that we're in Chapter 2, which obviously is a lot farther into the game than in most Fire Emblems, but we already have the Warp Staff, and in fact we got the Warp Staff last chapter. Warp is not quite as broken as it is in some of the other Fire Emblem games. Warp only lets you travel between castles you own, but it still is incredibly powerful. Well, that went well. We crushed all these guys. Let's see what Elliot's got. A Silver Lance. That's a little scary, but everyone should... Certainly everyone here... He's not going to one-shot anyone with it, so... Right, 36, 37, 37. Yeah. He cannot physically one-shot someone with it, so that's fine. And who has the... You have the return band. Okay. Okay then. And these guys are still yellow, still going into the woods. Well, you can see we've got a long ways to go. Long ways to go, so we will keep going. Once we capture Nordion, we'll have some cutscenes. so we can start doing things. Oh, great. Please tell me you equipped the sword. Please tell me you equipped the sword. Okay, that was all very... oh gosh. Please, oh gosh, that's not good. It's gonna be really close as to whether Finn survives. If he gets to... didn't get defense. Unlucky. Nope, okay, we're good. That is a kill. Oh! Legendary 1 HP. Okay. Completely implausible survival, but I will take it. So, ideally, I think I want either Finn or Kuin to get the kill on this guy. So, safest thing we can do is have Madeira attack with the iron bow, right? Because that's 12 twice. Guaranteed. He might accost. He might accost, which would turn him into doing 48, which would be a kill. So, but if he doesn't accost, then that sets it up quite well for certainly Kuin to do it. We'll see. How much damage does Finn do? That's 15. So, but with the steel lance, it's more. That's 19. 19 guaranteed hit. So let's see if that's good enough. That should be. Not the killer bow, that's too risky. So 48, 24 minus 5 is 19. This should be perfect to get Finn the kill. Gah, Grand Vale. Don't interfere with this unless you want me to wipe the floor with you too. Yeah, like that's gonna happen, Elliot. You're bad. You're... Giving Finn the Silver Lance is arguably overkill. Though, because... well, we're gonna put it on Arenas in the end anyway. So it's not really a big... definitely not a big deal at all. Ah. Wait, is it Deirdre talks to Ethlyn or Ethlyn talks to Deirdre? Okay. So Ethlyn needs to actually back up. So that Deirdre can reach her. And we will then, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more space this way should be fine. Okay, I could have done 2 more. Talk. How are you faring so far, Deirdre? I know my brother is worried something fierce about you risking your life like this. Ethlyn, thank you for asking, but I'm doing just fine for now. Everything will be alright, I can feel it. So long as I'm at Sigurd's side, our happiness will see us through. I don't think I've ever seen Sigurd as happy as he's been since he met you. He's practically a changed man. Ethlyn, here, I'd like you to have this. I've been meaning to give it to you for a while. Oh, is this a light brand? Wow, these are so rare and hard to come by. Are you sure you want to give me this? Of course, I know that it will serve you well. Alright, now Ethlyn's good. Oh my god, Lord Sapien, that is a terrible set of puns and I'm going to inflict it on everyone else. Don't ask the Norse professor about his old subject. It's a Thor subject, and he still doesn't want to friggin' talk about it. So, the light brand. At range, cast magic. It's one of the only 1-2 range swords in the game. 12 might, hugely strong. It makes Evelyn good single-handedly. We're going to probably sell it from her, because I've seen strats to get it to Paddy in Gen 2, and that's actually probably better. But it's kind of the canon thing is that Evelyn passes that down to her son, the Lord of Thracia 776. Anyway, can Lex get a kill? Lex can get a kill if after Finn moves. Still, we're gonna do this. 31, 12, that's 19, guaranteed hit. Boop. Easy game. Gah, blast. Why must everything go Eldigans? Ugh. So, Finn's immediately gonna keep running up. Oh, Finn can't even use it. Whoops! I'm bad. He only has B lances. You need A lances to use silver weapons. So, that... Oops! But look at how strong this thing is. 20 might. It's definitely one of the better weapons, and hopefully we'll check Aaron's weapon ranks and see if she can use it. If not, then we're just going to have Kuin use it. There is a pawn shop, so you can sell things at the pawn shop to make them, in order to be able to sell them, or to hand them around later. They sell at half price unless you have bargain, so you're guaranteed losing money every time you're doing that. It's great. But here's Lex. He got speed, the absolute legend. He also has Paragon, so he always guarantees gets double experience. Who was I pairing him with? Oh, I'm going to pair him with Lachesis. Then it's going to make a terrible Nana. Anyway. We're slowly running Arden over. And we will heal up Arden. And slowly keep going. Hopefully I can do some attacks here on the Armor Knights up there. Because whenever I do attacks, he steals their money. All of their money. As you can see, quite a lot of money. So that's one of the only ways except villages in order to get funds on people. And there's one guy left there. Can we have Alex close to a level? Maybe Alex can get that kill. Yeah, he's at 6 HP. Easy. Very easy, and he gets another level. HP, strength, well, not a great level, but good enough. Kuin moves up. I don't want him to get too close yet, but I want him to get pretty close. And Sigurd wastes his turn. Talking to Lachesis. Sir Sigurd, thank goodness you're here. Things were looking so bleak for a moment. I'm glad to see you're safe, Lachesis. What about Elgin? Is he still being held? Yes, he's still in Agustria. It's as if all the lords of Agustria have turned on us. Please, Sir Sigurd, lend us your might. No matter what it takes, my brother must be saved. Of course, I've no fondness for bringing war to foreign lands, but in this case we've little choice. His Majesty King Asmar is aware of King Imka's assassination and Chagall's hand in it. He's received word of Chagall's ambitions to invade Granville himself and has already approved military action. His Majesty also believes Eldigan's rescue to be vital if we're to put an end to hostilities. Lord knows when that information got across. We only just learned that ourselves, but you know, it's fine. Rest assured, Lachesis, I swear that I'll save Eldigan. So, we finally have Lachesis. She can use swords, and she can use staves. Unfortunately, she cannot escape because Sigurd is there, but we're going to try and get her up to level 20 as quickly as we can, because she'll become good after that. Her name, Lachesis, is the name of one of the three Furies from Greek myth. alongside Aranis, who we also get this chapter. So it's some of the rare classical references that Kaga actually puts into this game. For the most part, it's overwhelmingly Norse and Irish, trying to create this like pagan medievalism, but, well, semi-pagan. Certainly trying to tie into heroic epic more than into classical myth. So it's pretty rare we see that kind of name. But we've also got some other names here that are just not. Bordeaux and Chagall are both names of people from the 20th century, and they're both French actually. Bordeaux is Pierre Bordeaux, the French sociologist who comes up with the idea of cultural capital, and Chagall is named after Marc Chagall, the artist. So yeah, he's taking names from wherever he feels like. But yeah. We're gonna keep moving on, and very soon actually, we're gonna see another name very familiar to people, fans of heroic epic. Oh, you're right, Laxus, thank you. Laxus is a fate. And Aranis is Kindly One, which is the Athenian generic name for the Furies. Thank you. Regardless, her name translates to sorrow, and Aranis is Kindly One. So, yeah. Fun times. Sigurd doesn't need healing, we're just gonna keep absolutely running. As you can tell, I am unsurprisingly way less familiar with Greek myth than I am with Norse. No one should be surprised by this turn of events. Also, these three are going to literally surround her, no matter where she goes for this entire chapter. Gosh, Dew is so far behind. That's going to be tricky. We're going to feed him villages as much as we can, because he's going to struggle otherwise. Who was I pairing Arthur with? I'm gonna pair Arthur and Aaron. I'm trying to see if there's any ones that I can work on right now, and right now I think it's only Eridu is like the only one I can do right now. Oh yeah, this road mechanic is super fun. It does help your foot units go a long ways to keeping up. It's just, there's so much keeping up to do. Actually, Arthur, he doesn't want to go this way. There we go, another mend. Yep. And can F1 heal anyone? Nay, that's a return. That would be bad. That would be very bad. So we can have Alec go up. Let's have Finn start baiting people, I think. The Ballistae are kind of annoying, but we can put them out, people out of range of them quite easily. So if we put Finn here, that's not in range of Sigurd. Ah, goddammit. That's alright. That should start these guys moving. Because despite being told to hold their position, they promptly ignore that and will just kind of do their thing. And Kuin can go up there. Cohen can go up here, and he should not... is that in range of the axe knight? No, it's not. Cool. So I can put him in range of the ballista, and 3 guys, and Cohen being Cohen, he should completely tank all of that. Okay. Well, you can see just how bad things are getting for my foot units. But we're gonna push ahead. So, that went well for us. But now the bandits are starting to do that, so we need to conquer, kill Bordeaux and kill his, get his thing in as quickly as possible. Sorry. Something came up, dealt with, so Finn is almost dead, though, depending on how much damage this guy does, attack of 23, defense of 20, nope, that's exactly a kill. So that's exactly a kill, so we don't want that. What I can do is I can kind of just cheese things really hard, because Finn can, 17, defense 10, that's not good enough. Damn. So Finn's gonna have to back off instead of pushing forward. He has Miracle, which in this game is crazy. Like everything else in this game, skills are broken. Miracle means that if an attack brings him down below 10 HP, he gets 10% extra avoid for every hit point he's down. So yeah, that just exists for some reason. There is not any stories of Thor and of Thor and Sif, their courtship just kind of happens, and then we move on. It's kind of just like accident at the beginning of the just whatever relevant time there is. No, it's... So, yeah, none of these guys stayed put like they were supposed to. They all pushed forward, which means now, now we can do things. This guy, Philip, that's just a common name, so... Sorry, I am dealing with things, because unfortunately, I guess this is the time for the bad news of, this schedule that I have right now for streaming will hold for another few weeks, but then I am moving from Iceland to the United States. So that will kind of screw things up for me, quite badly. Unlucky. I was hoping to get an adept there. But anyway, I am moving from the Iceland to the United States, so there's a lot of things going on at the same time with that, and people trying to say goodbye. It's not going to be for a few weeks, but just so you know, I'll try and only miss one day of streaming from that, just the literal day I move, but schedules will be changing in the future because of that. Yeah, that's pretty right. On the Nordic migration to a state like Michigan. Hey Sven! We might be lost, but I think it's home. It's just as gold. It's just as gold. It's way colder. Can confirm. It's having lived in both Iceland and South Dakota. South Dakota's worse. It's much colder, and much less enjoyable. Anyway, that's resolved. So, moving on. Oh god, moving on. Let's get Paragon kills. Bap. Yeah, it's flat and it's dry and there's nothing to provide warmth for anywhere nearby. The reason this part of Iceland stays so relatively decent is that there is what's its face? The Gulf Stream runs along the top coast of Iceland. So that actually causes some extra warming along the south coast. The north coast has the Greenland current, so it is extra cold. Nay. Iron Lance. That does not kill, that does 15. Annoying. Alex should kill with the Slim Sword then. That's 8 twice, that doesn't kill. Steel Sword kills. And yeah, the tactics in this game are weird. They do not rout if you kill their commander. They'll keep going individually. But for some units, for some of these armies, which do stay in some kind of formation, as you saw, like all these guys stayed in this exact pattern. But for some of these guys, if you kill more than half of the army, but not the commander will retreat all the way back to the castle and get more units. And if you seize a castle, all units controlled by that castle are wiped from the board. So, Warsapien, not in this game. In this game, to double an enemy, your attack speed has to exceed theirs by 1, and you need the pursuit skill. That's it. Neusir can never double unless we get in a cost, which is a full another round of combat. He'll never just double someone. It is really weird. It's one thing that I'm not sure I'm a fan of, but it makes deciding what skills to hand things down on bad. Yes, I think so. This game does have Dark and Light magic. I don't remember if New Mystery of the Emblem has Light and Dark magic. I haven't played that one. I actually haven't played any older than this. I haven't played 1, 2, or 3. Anyway, I am looking up something here for future, for when as soon as we finish with capturing this castle, because I want to talk about the Lords of Agustria a little more. Okay, found it, so we're good. Let's actually start talking about them as we're moving all the foot units. My kind of interpretation of a lot of, wait, crap, why did I move right in this direction? God damn it, he was going to go to here and then not move again. Anyway. Most of the squad is gonna go this way. I think I'm gonna have Cullen and Jamka go out this way because they're just not useful. Deirdre keeps going up. Aideen stays away from everyone because she can't heal. And I don't want to give Sigurd all the kills, but I kind of want to give Sigurd all the kills. And Philip's not in range of anyone, so that's fine. Actually, we'll stay back this turn and give leadership instead. Sigurd has 2 leadership stars, so it's 10% avoid and hit to anyone within 3 spaces of him. Philip here has way more authority than Sigurd does. That's I don't remember if that's 15 or 20. I think it's 15. But Bordeaux is just crappy at his job. No idea why. Absolutely none. It is a mystery to everybody. And the useless brigade continues to be useless. Here we go. Lex gets hit for basically nothing, and somehow hits twice with a weapon triangle in this game exists and is also stupid. It's 20% hit and avoid if you have weapon triangle advantage. Why? Nobody knows. Oofed. That is, yeah, that is a mistake. Even if you're playing Fates and they retreat for all cutscenes, they just don't for the actual game, and that's bad. Okay. So. Well. the Heron Lagoos? Yeah. We'll have Madeir do this, I think. Since he can't counter me. Well, that's unlucky, Philip. You shouldn't have said that. Oh, did not get in the cost. I mean, who do I give the return ban to? That's such a useless and absolutely... Ooh. No, you don't need Paragon Band. Why would I do that? Well, if I give it to Noish, he can sell that next chapter to get the Paragon Band guaranteed. Which would be pretty nice. That's not a bad way to do it. Lightbrand. 22 attack against Res. Enemies in this game just don't have any. Oh, damn it. One shot. Every time. You have crits, but that's it. I do want to see if there's any talks. You can talk to Lachesis. Okay. So this time I guess we'll have Lachesis just kind of move all the way, or kind of up. Yeah, we'll have Lachesis just move kind of up. Annoyingly, like, these guys will attack whoever's in range, even if that means that they suicide. So Finn can javelin this guy. Should double with it. That's pretty good. Noish can't do that much damage. I mean, I guess it needs to be Lex then, because Lex will kill guaranteed. And I kind of badly need to shield Finn, because he doesn't have the oomph to tank this. Very many of these. Oh, God! So that's bad. Never mind, Lex is running the fuck away. That's how hard generals hit, with a Silver Lance. He has 35 attack and it's... crazy. I mean, my beefy Sigurd only has 15 defense, so... Yay! But, well, Alec can kill this guy. I'm just gonna hope that Pavise doesn't proc, basically. Like, that's kind of my goal, hope and pray. As Noish gets this kill. I think we will not need to use the lance. Pavise did not provoke. Did not proc. Or Bordeaux, I beg your pardon. So he gets the return band, which he's basically just gonna sell. Arden, go this way. And Sigurd and Kuin can do Sigurd and Kuin things. Sigurd can just one round this guy casually. Actually, that's not a one round. I'm shocked. Well, that's awkward. Kuin's gonna get that kill, even though he's a little low on HP, and he's gonna take the end, cause he guarantees kills this guy. Words are hard. I still screwed that up. And then he can protect Finn, and since all these guys are full HP, or mostly, and this guy can only kill one of them, that means nobody can die this turn. Even if both, yeah, this guy just can't hit, so that's that. And I think these guys are all out of range. Nope, they're still gonna run up and attack people. Hopefully Eve is out of range, so he should not, which is all we need. Yeah, so there, we're just gonna continue. The absurdly long enemy phase continues. Oh, no, they just ran. Oh, God. He's gonna die. No. No, he's not, because they do no damage to him. Actually a pain in the ass. Excuse me? Noish. You're scaring me there, dude. Oh, please, please, please. Oh, God damn it. Ah. Ah. And I'm still slow. Sigurd has to push forward as far as he can this turn, otherwise we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Jesus. Okay. But we're close to the second castle already, which is not bad. Now, Duke can steal one of these guys' gold. That guy has a lance. That's not a good plan. We'll steal the sword guy's stuff. Even though he does no damage. Good enough. 2,000 gold is 2,000 gold. And Hera can completely mark this guy. Or not. Good job, Hera. You're a bad unit. Phew. Okay. We get to heal him finally. A little bit. We'll probably also... well, Finn's not that low. Noish is a little low, but... Finn should double here, so Finn can do this. Yeah. Should be fine. Yeah, the goal of every chapter is to seize every enemy castle. And basically, like, it's each castle with its own mini-chapter. Because these yellow units are neutral. We can't interact with them, and in fact, even if we had a flyer, we couldn't cross all of this. So we'll beat here, and then we'll have a challenge here, and then we'll have a challenge here, going up to Agustria, which is already an enemy. But these gates won't open until after we seize Mackley. So yeah. It's a lot like FE6 in that regard, of that there's just always seize more castles. But it's mostly gonna work fine. Anyway, since it's mostly cleanup at this point for the first castle, let's talk a little bit more about my argument that this is the Holy Roman Empire. The main evidence for this argument comes in two places. Firstly is the name of the country, Agustria. I think even in my stream title I screwed it up and spelled it with AU instead of just AG for this translation patch. So, Agustria, obviously derived from Augustus. So, naturally, for a medieval state that uses the title of Augustus, the only one that exists is the Holy Roman, well, no, yeah, but I believe the Byzantines quickly switched to Greek for their titles, so they wouldn't have used Augustus, though they would use the equivalent of Imperator. So, we're looking at pretty much just the Holy Roman Empire. Additionally, the organization of... Jesus, that didn't kill? Okay. Fine, it's more kills for Madeira. Though Madeira, I don't know is going to be needed in this area, so it may be better to have him go build love points. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, is have him go fall in love with Aideen for a while. Yeah. And then we should be able to get this. No, that kill is very strong. Cool. Deirdre helps us out here. Yo. So that helps us out a lot. There we go. Yeah, light damage in this game is huge. It's completely insane. She has 7 hit attack. Aura has 20 might against resistance, which enemies don't have. So yeah, Deirdre is kind of a break. Emergency nuke if or when she can get to... What's that? Noise. Work with me here, dude. He just got an empty level, which, given FE4 growth rates, is not impossible, but really not likely. I'd like a Zell to go up this way too. And we're still at least 2 turns from seizing this castle. Crap. That's no good. Well, yep. Each turn that one of these burns, we lose 500 gold. So we do want to move at least kinda quick to make sure we save them. In a ranked run, it turns out there's often no point, because brigands have 5,000 gold, and so killing these guys and saving the village is never more valuable than just waiting until your thief can steal their money. But that's bad, and I would feel bad if I did that, so we're not going to. Anyway, Holy Roman Empire. The other piece of evidence that makes me think, this is normal by the way if you're tuning in or have not watched very many of these streams, I get sidetracked so incredibly easily, it's kind of embarrassing. But the other reason I think that this fits in the Holy Roman Empire is the sheer amount of independence these lords appear to have. These are independently hereditary titles, which is true across most of medieval Europe. In France, the various duchies were also independently hereditary, though there was like a nominal procedure for the king to re-grant the lands, but it was hereditary, basically. But, unlike in France, Eldigan is not the Duke of Nordian, he is the King of Nordian. So, the idea of like a petty king or an underling king was super not popular by partway through the Middle Ages. It showed up all the time in the early Middle Ages. But as the various medieval states consolidated, the central authority was like, no, we don't do that anymore. So they would usually kill, or you would usually like strip away the titles. The only exception to that is medieval Bohemia. Medieval Bohemia remained an independent kingship the entire time, throughout the entire Middle Ages, into the 30 Years' War, basically, that title collapsed. So one of the electors in the Reichstag of the Holy Roman Empire was the King of Bohemia. This gives me just enough similarities to be fairly comfortable in saying that Agustria is meant to be based or in some way parallel the Holy Roman Empire. So yeah, that is basically exactly what it is, Lord Sapien, that the king is the suzerain ruler of the principalities, but the principalities function completely on their own, and clearly have their own agendas. I mean, Macbeth here in Anthony is sending brigands to go steal from Chagall's actual territory. So, that's exactly what it is. It's a fancy way of saying the feudal overlord, so far as there is a feudal in the Middle Ages to talk about. It's not always a useful term for medieval Europe, especially not the Holy Roman Empire. There are a bunch of principalities with an elected monarch over it. That's the other fun and weird thing. That's one of the main points against it being kind of a version of the Holy Roman Empire, is that Chagall appears to have not been elected. He appears to have just inherited the throne by right. This is not game-breaking or parallel-breaking by any means, and obviously the parallels don't have to be perfect for comparison to work. But, well, this is going to be close. We'll have Finn throw a javelin first, so that so that Conan can get a kill. But the parallels obviously don't have to be exact, and it's not game or parallel breaking because there were dynasties within the Holy Roman Empire. The founding dynasty actually is the Ottonians, founded with Otto I in the 10th century, running through, I think, 4 generations? So pretty good. Father being getting son elected repeatedly without too much complaint. This is really the foundation of the Holy Roman Empire as the entity as we understand it. Before then, it was one of the successor state to the Carolingian Empire. So after Louis the Pious died, his sons split up their father's territory, and that became the Holy Roman Empire with extra steps. But there was a lot of infighting between the brothers to do that. What is that? 34 hit. Oh, he has a steel blade. He's completely useless. Grand Valtier already. Blast. Why couldn't my men have been useful for once? Fine, I'll take this into my own hands. Keep advised! It's terrible! That slows us down another turn, though not that it would have really mattered. But anyway. Oh right, I was going to have Madeira and Aideen build love points. Madeira doesn't need to go up. I keep getting sidetracked. But, yo, the Ottonians really kind of formed the modern the modern understanding of the Holy Roman Empire as this elective monarchy with a whole bunch. It's not there. What? I was sure it was there. I'll need to look up a map to see where the secret event is. Okay. Give me just a moment to do that. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Arden needs to go farther? Where? Oh. Sorry, Arden needs to get to here, not to here. I thought that seemed too easy. Well, I'm gonna walk back up that way. And Deirdre's gonna go this way, because there's no point in sending everyone up to deal with this castle. Anyway, so much for that. Gosh, that's a good question, Lord Sathian. Has there ever been a time where that turned out well? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Well, no, that's not true. Genghis Khan did okay for a while. It made a few generations before things started going horribly wrong from that. But partitive inheritance was the norm through the entire early Middle Ages. Just in general, it was not the eldest gets things, it's... Come on, stop advising! Sigurd, you're choking. That annoys me. Anyway. That was the norm through the entire early Middle Ages, and so it would be unthinkable for a Carolingian ruler to not split it up amongst the recognized legitimate sons. Emphasis on recognized and legitimate. Cohen, you're doing the same thing. Everyone's choking against this guy. Oh, actually, Finn can get kills here. Save Sigurd some trouble. Should have equipped a javelin there. That was bad on my end. Anyway, so the Holy Roman Empire, as like the entity we understand it as, starts in the 10th century with Otto I, who was an incredibly strong monarch, or monarch's not even the right word, ruler, and wound up doing a lot of good there. to ensure the succession for several generations. Apparently, yes, he did. But his stats aren't good, and the Steel Blade is like the worst sword in the game, so he just got way too good. Jeez. Sigurd, you only had to hit twice. But that's alright, we'll get him on the enemy phase probably. And there's the squad ready to push forward. Azel does this. This team does their thing, and Arden slowly makes his way north. I love Arden. I even thought about actually legitimately like pairing someone with Arden, but that's not a good call. Even though he has Vantage, which is incredibly good, and he brings absolutely based defense growths to any of his kids, that just does not go well. Anyway, the structure of the Holy Roman Empire is with a bunch of more or less independent lords. He's going to attack Fenn, I'm sure he will. That guy's going to suicide, not a big deal. Is a bunch of mostly independent lords forming a council called the Reichstag. Interesting. Okay. He revised again! Fun game! No, Lord Sapien, it's all skills from each parent. Not class skills, it's all personal skills from each parent. If I lose an entire village because Sigurd can't... the RNG just has not blessed me. That's 3 Pavises in a row. Pavise has a 20... make that 4. Pavise has a 20% chance to proc. This guy is screwing me over unbelievably hard. Also, autosaves are off. Aren't they? Can I kill these guys with other means? I'm just gonna start throwing things at him and seeing if I can get a kill. Well, that didn't go well. Cohen has enough HP, so I'm not worried about doing this. 30... that doesn't kill by 1. He could take 2, but I think I'll just like leave. I'll just leave him here. He was just letting my foot soldiers catch up, I think. I really don't appreciate the decision. But yeah, the second half of this game is going to be a fun time. Anyway, more things about the Holy Roman Empire. The structure of it has a bunch of electors. And they form a council called the Reichstag, and they more or less manage their own affairs. However, at each point are required to provide upkeep for the royal court if the royal court travels to them, because the royal court was constantly moving. It was not like in Charlemagne's time, where there was kind of a center at Aachen, and then the court moved from there and returned to there. And it certainly wasn't like in England, where Winchester and then London were the royal centers. The German royal court always moved. And so they end up having to support the king if he's in town, and past that, they're left to their own devices. Oh my god, this guy. This guy's a legend now, because that's 6 Pavises. Again, 20% chance per Pavise. I cannot get to that village on time. That village is destroyed, so good job, Bordeaux. You screwed me over. And yeah, unlike later games where Pavise halves damage, Pavise is just all you thought. Which is just lovely. So Bordeaux's making it as difficult as possible for me to finish this thought because he keeps disrupting me through sheer anger. But I think we've finally got him this time, hopefully. Because Kuan can also... Yes, we got him. We got him. My castle. Good job. Gives Sigurd almost nothing. HP, skill, speed, luck, and a barrier ring. Now he sees, and we move on. Her Highness Akira, sire, what are you thinking for our next move? Do we pull out? The imminent danger has passed. Nordians should be safe, but Eldigan is still being held in the capital. Furthermore, yes? I'm hearing that the frontier towns and the central forests are grappling with bandit raids. We can't afford to let them be. Agreed, it is crucial that we help the locals, that we might convince them that we aren't their enemy. In that case, we must ride for the north at once. There's no time to waste. Let's go! So Sigurd's turn ends immediately, so him and Oyfi cannot go. But I think we need to set Kuan behind, and Finn's not in good shape there, so we will move these two here to finish this chokehold. There we go. Having only one healer up there is kind of annoying, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Nope. Not moving that far. Also, having no archer up there is kind of annoying. But we will make do. No good 2 range. It's fine. We don't need 2 range. This music is also phenomenal. Anyway. Now, we get the next thing. And, here, Chagall. You imbecile! You turned your back on this crisis to line your own pockets, and now we've lost Herheim. There had better be a good explanation for your behavior, Macbeth. My humblest apologies, Your Majesty. Forgive me, I beg of you. I've already sent the order for Voltz's sellsword unit to move in at once. Ha! There's the order to move in. I guess we don't have much of a choice now. But he's gonna send them and have his men turn tail right when we need them. I'll stay and put till I see how this all plays out. Oi, Beowulf, how about you? Yeah, I ain't up for this at all, Waltz. That Macbeth swine really rubs me the wrong way. I'm this close to just walking off the job. You're a free man, Beowulf. If a job isn't right for you, you're free to quit it. That's the fun thing about mercenaries, isn't it? Today's pals are tomorrow's foes. Amen to that. Hopefully we're not gonna end up enemies someday. Wouldn't have a hope in hell against you, would I? Heh. Ain't met any of the whole world who can take me. So, they go way the hell out there. And they have a bunch of useless units. These guys run away. These guys keep burning. And we get 2 more units. As if Beowulf could possibly lose to anybody. I know. What an utterly ridiculous concept. What's going on, sir? What's that din outside? Well, the bard's still here, are you? You gotta get out of here. We got bandits headed our way. Bandits? Isn't the Agustrian army doing something about them? Ha! The army? That's rich, boy. The army's too busy with their little civil war to deal with our problems. Clearly that's more important than our safety. Actually, that's not all. Rumor is the Lord of Anthony himself is pulling the bandit strings here. Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's it, that guy's gotta go. I'll go sort out the bandits, okay? Now, how big of a war will be waiting here for me when I get back? Still full of hot air, are you? Just get out of here, wise guy. No one here's got the time to listen to you blowing your own horn. Oh, come on, a little confidence would be nice. Nah, whatever. And here we have, yup, another character. Oh wait, Lewin, run off find me back now, aren't you? Still, Sylvia, damn, I mean, you found it. Yeah, I found you. You've had your phone with me, so you're just gonna dump him without so much as a goodbye? Hey, careful with that tongue of yours. We barely just met here a week ago. We've only been out for dinner, what, 2 or 3 times? You're a dancer, I'm a bard, there's not much else to it. But you called me adorable. That really meant a lot to me. Sometimes I just say things and don't really mean them. Oh, come on, enough with the tears. Things will probably get more than a bit rough if you got there. Great line. Things will probably get more than a bit rough out there, though. Think you'll be okay? Yeah, I like it rough. Jeez, she was crying her eyes out just a few seconds ago. It's like she never really grew up. No, let's get going. So, the comedy goof troop over here. There's a reason I had to stop before I could manage to say that line. Why do I have a magic ring? How did... What? Sigurd. Talk about a useless stat right here. So, we also have Lewin and Sylvia. Lewin's clearly a magic user. S rank wind magic. Ability to use C and every other type of magic in the game. I hope they keep that line too. It's such a meme. Sadly, he doesn't have Pursuit, but he does have Adept and Critical and a lot of speed. He also has Major Forseti Holy Blood. So Forseti is the in the mythology, or in actual mythology, is the son of Baldur in Norse myth. Forseti is said to be a god of fair judgment, and that all who go to his hall leave satisfied. Past that, nothing else is mentioned of him. His holy weapon is also called Forseti. So, creative naming right here, but oh my god, it's busted. Golf chaps, you'll be happy now we're doing Horse-Seti. It's gonna be hype. And we have Sylvia. Sylvia is a dancer. Dancers in this game dance for everyone around them every turn. So, like Lord Sathian, you've played Radiant Dawn. You know how, like, the herons, one of the herons when transformed can dance for every square around him instead of just one? Sylvia does that all the time. She also has Adept and Miracle, and she has Minor Bragi Holy Blood. Bragi is another Norse god. He is the god of poetry, and features heavily in the narrative of Skald Skaparmal. I don't know why she has Adept. She does no damage anyway. It's just something to pass down? Not that Corporal needs it either. Kaga makes strange decisions. Anyway, so Bragi is also a historical figure, possibly. The oldest piece of Skaldic poetry we have, so court poetry, but in a very complicated meter, usually a praise poem, is attributed to Bragi. The Bragi is the correct translation. So he was said to be the court poet of Ragnar Lothbrok, and so Ragnar's Draupa is attributed to him. It's possible that he became a god after the historical figure's life, but regardless, by the time of Skaldskaparmal in the 1220s and the Lokasena some 100-ish years earlier, Bragi is a pretty significant member of the Aesir and is treated as such. In this game, Bragi's Crusader holy weapon is the Valkyrie Staff, which can resurrect a dead character. Just period. It has one use. You can repair it, but it costs all of your money. But you can just resurrect someone. Good staff. We'll see that in the possession of someone later. But yeah. We're gonna try and save as many of these villages as we can now, because Goth Trips, I don't know if you saw, Badu advised 6 times in a row. Just, I'm so mad. I am so salty. I've never seen that many. He just constantly provised. Anyway. Look at that, good job. 3 uses left on that silver sword. We'll repair it. We can always just sell the magic ring that's no good to get Paragon next chapter. Okay, you moved. I'm not doing anything with you lot. You're all healed. Well, shit. Oh. I should be warping. I also wish it showed up in this game. It makes him less, useless? I guess. Because he just kind of exists and does nothing of note. Also, yeah, here's this squad of mercenaries. Spot the recruitable one. Spot the recruitable one. Proceed in the cost, B swords, best weapon type, has a horse. This guy's good. He has no holy blood to speak of, but he still has good growths anyway, because screw your logic, he's just gonna have good growths. This one? Yeah, it might be a bit rough, because I'm not sending Madeira or Jamka up there. So, getting through this could be a bit tricky. But, hopefully, what I'm really hopeful for is that I can get, if I can get a Finn Miracle strat, and just mark them all that way. It's gonna take some shenanigans to get there, though. In my first run, he, severely overperformed expectations, so I've been biased towards him. But, in my current pairings, he's not gonna show up with anyone. He's not getting paired with anyone this run, I think. Because, Goth Trips, tell me if any of these are terrible. Ideen Madeira, Ira Du, Sylvia Arthur. No, not Arthur. I need to decide that one yet. Sylvia somebody. Telti 11. Bridget Cullen. Lachesis Lax. Aaron Arthur. Or Aaron Azella, sorry. I know which generation I'm talking about. So Sylvia is still the other side, but everyone else. I'm too excited for Horse Steady memes. I'm bringing in Arthur before he's ready. Oh! Oh wait! Oh. We have talk combos. How many talk combos do we have? Sigurd Lewin, Juan Finn, Lachesis. Those all make sense. I forgot. We're gonna get the best lands. It's time. No, attack first, then talk. And I don't want to get that kill with him though. I don't want to get that kill with him. Steel Sword, 22, 11, twice. Takes a hit for a lot of damage, but that's fine. It's almost time. We get in a good lance. Talk. Finn, these Agustrians are proving to be far worthier opponents than the thugs of Verdane, wouldn't you say? Stronger enemies, what could be more fitting than a stronger weapon? Let's see how you fare with this. Is that a brave lance? Are you sure you want to entrust me with such a rarity? Of course, you are House Leinster's most promising young knight. You are our future, and I'd sooner see you live this day. Arming you properly is the best I can do to help for now, so yes, take this spear. What an honor, my lord. Thank you. Brave lance obtained. We in this. Also, yeah, I forgot he can't actually use this one, so he has a silver lance too. But yeah. Attacks twice. Finn, with a speed ring, has this nice habit of quadrupling enemies. It's great. Pretty sure this guy still actually runs away, so I think I can attack him for free almost. Almost. I'm really worried about my lack of healers up here. This choke point is going to be kind of rough if we can't cheese it. But I'm hoping I can always just use, I'm hoping I can end up just using my, Good. That I can basically just use, Finn to wipe everyone, hopefully except Beowulf. And Lewin's gonna clean up as much as he can here. Sadly, this village is gone, but there's nothing valuable in it anyway. So, we'll clean up here, work our way down to save whatever village he goes for. And Bargain is somewhere in here, right? And then Paragon is somewhere in here too. Well, that was exciting. Oh cool, he still attacked. That could be bad. I'm shocked he did that. Okay. Well, good thing no one else was in range. That was nearly awkward. Well, here we go. Way to use your full movement, guys. Come on. That's fair. I was thinking also doing... yeah. Speaking of Aaron, by the way. Oh, that must be Agustria Castle. I say we're due for the break. Hopefully we'll be able to find a lead on where Prince Lewin's whereabouts in this town. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Celestium Pegasus Knights looking for a Prince Lewin. That's the... and we have a bird running around with the same name and with major holy blood. Damn. We actually need to play real slow here. Because I only have Ethlyn here to heal and I didn't trade the rounds heal and mend. So yeah, that's good. I'll start sending Rockets this way to help out. Because otherwise we're just going to be here forever. Because there's also no healing items in this game. But Sigurd can do Sigurd things. Noish is fine, we promise. I actually want to give that kill to Lex, because 3 Paragon is just good. Yeah, the thing I'm worried about with like something like an Aaron Lex pairing or something. Oh wait, that doesn't work good. We'll have to warp you to... we'll warp you up, to Herrheim. Because I just need the reserves. I should have been doing this a long time ago. I forgot I had warp, and that warp was good in this game. So, yeah. Good job, Mia. Anyway, needs to back up, go forward, also go forward. Wow, we've already been going for 2 hours. Okay, Jesus. Cool. You can get the 2 bows with 23 attack, 23 attack. Cohen has 15 defense, that's 8 twice, that's... actually, Claude Aaron would be good. Valkyrie Staff on Zed would be a... no. Right, would Zed get Valkyrie off of that? This should be fine. Like 98% confident. Yep. I'm fine. Also, I feel like my autosave got turned off somehow. No, it's that. Okay. I've just been spamming through it. That's pretty based, even though Valkyrie is no good. Also, would that give Fee warp? Is that Beast Dazzling on her? That's hilarious. Okay. Huh. No, it doesn't matter what order we kill these as long as we save them both. So we're gonna hope that Leywin adepts or crits. Either of those is good. Oof, that is so juicy. Though, does Julian... can we change Julia's inheritance at all? Or is she just kinda locked to whatever? Fortify would be massive. Holy god. And since it'll just come with the light tome then, probably, if I don't give him any... no. Will have to specifically, like, get light. Or will set come with it anyway? Because I don't want to bust that, because light's broken. Because that would be really awkward if, like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll pass down Claude stuff, and then forgot, like, don't have a good weapon on Claude, and then just, like, don't, just lose. Okay. Side always has light. Great. Best possible circumstances. Oh boy, they're all coming. I need to back the fuck up at once so I can bottle them. Nice. Okay. Can I bottle these guys, or am I going to be just in trouble? So that should be... that'd be a kill. Can steal his money. I'm gonna try and bottle these guys, and I can always load the turn if things go bad, because I don't care about rank. Oh no. Oh no. That's so bad. Like, it's possible to lose that through no fault of your own then. Because if you notice, I got Pavise memed into losing the whole village. Ah, no adapt. Boo. Oh. That makes a huge difference. Because where I'd have the team basically be, like, doing nothing over here, they'd actually be able to, like, do things. Come on. Okay, now who does Ethlin need to heal this turn? Because these guys are all out of range, so I don't even need to worry about them, scary as they are. Aira's not gonna really get kills. Unless if she gets an Astra by luck. Yeah. No Astra. Unlucky. I think Ethlin needs to heal Lex this turn so he can... No, those are a bunch of sword units. That's stupid. I need to heal Quan this turn. And then Sigurd needs to get in here ASAP before I move anyone else. Because that's just bad play. Not moving Sigurd first is a pitfall. Oh, actually, Lex can take on that guy, okay, and get out of... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Should be okay to, like, crush this guy. Oh, that's not a kill. That's awkward. Good thing I missed. Feels super bad. That actually is so sad. So, Sigurd, Quan, and Finn are going to basically stuff everyone else into a corner. Here we go. Hopefully Finn can Bravelands kill that guy, no problem. I'll have Quan protect Dew, I think. Good point. I will definitely give Lex Pursuit, at least in Chapter 5, because holy god, that would be broken. Yeah. Nadine Madeira I know is the best one for Lester. And then it's just Bridget and Helen. Oh yeah, like, it would basically be like last castle, last thing I do with him. Actually, wait. They can't one-shot Dew, and they're gonna fill in around that. I don't need to worry about that. Because 19 attack is garbage, even against Dew. Because 1, 2, 3, 4 should go 1. Should end up basically going like hill step forward, hill step to there, hill step to there. He can't get to any of them, so he'll step to there and block off Dew from this. Ideally. We'll see. I might place him out in just like left field here as just an alternative. No, that's bad. I don't want an alternative. And we just want to bunch up, eat this, fall back to eat all this. And yeah, I mean, I know that thing's in insanely high demand, but I can basically do it as like the last thing Lex does in the game. Yeah, Arthur definitely does want it, but if I can get this magic ring on Arthur with this, with a little bit of luck, he'll get strong enough to one-shot with Force Eddy anyway, and have like a 70% of death chance. So he wants it, but I don't know that he needs it more than anyone else. Let's see, who else would need it? No. Faval? Nah. Faval doesn't need it. Certainly not in this. In the panning I'm doing, Faval doesn't need it, because Helen has a nade adapt, so that's fine. I don't remember who else needs it, you're right. Though there's a lot of kids who can't double for some reason. Alexis isn't even going to make it on time. God dang it. Oh boy, this is so risky. Is it? Oh jeez, that would have been awkward. So that would mean Faval and Patty don't have it. Not that either of them care. Like, Faval's an archer. Who cares? Ow. Time to see if that worked as intended or not. Okay, he did what I expected him to do. He hits Finn. Good. Oh no, Finn quadruples. That is not good for Dew's survival chances. We may have to reset a turn here. Yeah. I mean, that's not a big deal. Patty, no, I mean, Faval does get Luna though, so it's, if you need something to guarantee a one-shot, like, Faval with, he gets good skill from the Minor Odor-Blood, and he gets Luna. Really? Luna doesn't pass down to non-sword? What the heck, Kaga? Why do you betray me in this way? Meanwhile, Do is a legend. Sigurd also doesn't care. Okay. Now, the ultimate test. Obviously, Beowulf moves last. So is there someone we can put in only his range so that he doesn't go for, Brave Plants. 30, minus 11. Is that perfect? Am I a legend? Golf Trips, help me with the math here. That's 28 damage, right? $26? 30 minus 11. I'm looking at Finn's HP. Oh, boo. You're right, 30, 19, yeah. So that's only 19, not 20. That's not enough. That would be the worst possible. That would be the worst possible miracle. Okay, that's sad. It's 11 against 30, so I can math good, I promise. I can't promise, I have a humanities degree. Who are we kidding? So, well, that's the worst possible miracle, so let's not do that. So, we just need to basically fall back to the edge of his range. And Finn can eat the hit. Yeah, so that leaves him at 10, which is only 10% extra void, and then he dies. Unless this guy happens to do only 9 damage to him, huh? Actually, 15 and 11's 4. No. If Waltz doesn't attack first, that's a game. That's a GG. So that seems like a poor use of time here. Really? You didn't... Speed of 3, speed of 4. Of course. Okay then. Well, what are our other options for surviving this phase? God, the Brave Ones make Finn so good. I think we'd end up passing that down to not, we're not going to keep that on Finn, we're going to try and pass that down to Fee, because, you know, she needs to be more broken. Fee needs to back up. Aira can get this kill, question mark? I'd like her to get a kill somewhere in this map. That still isn't a kill. Yeah, that's fair. Of the two, I don't know which is worse. Ending up making him breaking mounted units even further, or making it so that there are some people who just randomly can't inherit skills. Okay, so that's a completely useless pairing. I thought it was going to give Faval Luna, which would have been pretty hilarious to just Hey, surprise, I just did 50 damage to you. Crap, there's 2 spaces that need to be defended there. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Exactly! He'd have U-Fall, which gives 30 might plus 10 strength. With Luna, 20% chance of just deleting someone. No, it makes sense. A lot of classes get pursued on promotion. And... Okay, that's gonna be risky. Vaults, I need Vault to move almost all of his move. Otherwise Aira's in trouble. But if I do that, Azel's fine. Right there. He has pursuit, but I don't know if that's inherent, if that's class or personal. Okay, that's 8 twice, that is a kill. Yo. Does it? Am I just bad? It is class skill. Okay. Yep, so that ends up just being a useless pairing. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be able to get to there, which is definitely out of range of Mac of Vault, which is good. That's not a kill unless we crits, but that's fine. That's fine, I guess. I mean, I didn't want him to crit anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Does Evelyn need to move 9, 1? Oh, you have Paragon. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Like those two will need it. It's it's just for bargain. If I'm trying to get Paragon on other people, I want the Sword Kids to have Bargain so I can Paragon for free. I think Evelyn has to take a hit, but she's the only one. No. I just counted that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is actually the edge of his range. If I've mapped at all right, I can kill this guy without endangering Dew's life. And without making Evelyn take a hit from someone scary. Oh no! Finn gets doubled. Oh crap. Even with 18 speed, Brave Lance 6, and that's 12. And he has... no, he only has Adapt. Okay, phew. Ah. Ah. Okay. Minor heart attack dealt with. Well, this is luckily... most of these guys can't. Hopefully if that's... oh, come on. Aira! Aira, don't do this! I was about to say that, hey look, maybe that keeps... Just... He's gonna attack. Well, too bad. Goddamn. Ow. Battle of Bridget would be... yeah, that's... Oh, I forgot to move. I forgot to move frickin' Lewin. Whoops. Okay. Finn, Brave Lances, him. Doesn't kill. Takes 19. Which means even if these guys start hitting, he ends up a miracle. Because these guys all do 4. They'll have, I think, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Yeah. So they will put him at 80% miracle if 2 of them hit him. So he cannot die here. Yeah, that's a good pairing. I mean, I just don't necessarily... Walt, my man, my buddy, my guy, stop it. Everyone else just kinda needs to run away and heal. Cause Quan's at low HP. No, well, Quan doesn't even take damage from these guys. What am I kidding? Quan's fine. Sigurd doesn't take damage from these guys. But what I'm really worried about is needing to get someone in a spot where they're not going to murder Beowulf. Maybe that? 92, that's a kill. I like that. Azel starting with Paragon is not a bad shout for me. Now I just need to keep him alive. HP, magic, Paragon. You know, just casually a ring that doubles experience gain. Lex doesn't take damage from these guys if he gets... I think it's if he gets... because there's no damage bonus on... yeah. So Lex doesn't take damage, Quan doesn't take damage, Sigurd doesn't take damage. Everyone else takes a little bit of damage. But I can build a shield around him, and enough of these guys should die, because they're all bad. Right? 5 attack speed? Jesus. Okay. If Ethlin heals here... Alec can take a whole bunch of hits. Can stick her here. So Quan goes here. Really, the hard part of this section is going to be just don't kill. Don't kill Beowulf. But there is a way around that. 88, 30, 20, that kills, because that's 22 twice. If he hits both, he kills, and Sigurd can recruit Beowulf. Ring ring, hello, I'd like a new unit please. Nice. So Sigurd just lost 10,000 gold, so we'll have to actually sell both rings to Paragon. Which is kind of annoying. But we got Beowulf. He's fine. He has no holy blood. But he is probably the clearest example of what I mean by them just kind of going for the classic, the Germanic tradition, heroic tradition, really hard. Because we now have the great Norse hero, and we have the great Anglo-Saxon hero in our team. Which is just generally good news. I do want to get him Bargain, I think, because otherwise it's going to be hard to make him useful. So, you think Bargain is this one? If only he had a good weapon. He's going to be a good candidate to just hold on to the Brave Lance for a long ass time. Or the Brave Sword. What is my words? Oh. Okay. Awesome. That makes it easier. Gosh, who needs these villages? I mean, Lewin doesn't really, Sylvia doesn't really. Jamka could use one, that would be exactly Paragon. One full village is exactly Paragon, so I think I'll give him one. And then I'll give you a bunch to do? Maybe? Oh no. It doesn't really matter. The fact that these are all called frontier towns is kind of odd to me. Because obviously there is this forest, which is to some extent a wild place, obviously, clearly kind of overgrown in the center here. But they're frontier towns immediately next to two castles. So this is clearly like owned and actually used land. While most of the people here may be like trying to maintain or care for this land, this is clearly probably owned by Chagall, and what Macbeth says kind of supports that this is raiding Chagall's lands for his personal gain. In the Middle Ages, there wasn't a whole lot of forests. There was some, but there weren't a whole lot. I want to give Noish one too, because then I want to give him at least like the crappy one. He can sell the Return Band, and then Paragon. Huh. That's... okay, it's only one guy will attack Jamka. That's not bad. Everyone else will clean the house against the guys who don't take damage, and we move on. So yeah, Black Assist is once again useful. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, 1,000, it's like 1,000 a castle? Or something like that. Not bad by any means, but also not huge. Also, yeah, we totally promised... I think he ends up being like 1,000 short if he does that. And if he wants to get the killer bow again, then he definitely will need to get a village. Because I'd like to trade the killer bow back and forth to them. And it's not like he's going to be doing a whole lot else this chapter. Unfortunately, he's just not that good. Also, Arden! Poor Arden. Maybe not poor Arden. Is this what Alec feels like all the time? Dear God, I hope not. But Arden now has pursuit. He's an armor knight, so it doesn't matter. At least he has swords. Actually, my Arden's a tiny bit speed plus, isn't he? Where is it? There he is. Yeah, he has an attack speed of 1. Just so good. Good unit. Anyway. The Nordian crew is going to do their thing. God, I forgot how long each chapter takes here. We've been going for almost 3 hours now, and it's not a whole lot closer. I've also still did not say a whole lot about the Holy Roman Empire and how that relates. So, Finn now has 50 extra avoid, which means they have a 20% hit chance on him. Huh, actually, Alec might be in a bit of trouble if I'm not careful. Anyway, Beowulf got an accost, so that's cool. We get to just mostly see a lot of the same. Okay, he can take 5 more. There's only 4 more who can, or 3 more who can attack. Cool, he went for Finn anyway. Missed Finn. Okay, they're just doing weird things. I have no idea how they're choosing who they're attacking, but I'm sure as heck not going to complain. Now then, thing I'm scared about. Another general. Good God, Finn. Stop cleaning up the entire team. Okay, so we have another general here. Take your bets. How many times do you think it's going to take me to actually take him out? Even though he is not at all scary. Also, we're going to start returning people, because that's going to be faster than walking back down. And it's more experience. So, next turn we start returning people who we don't super care about. Also, neither of these guys particularly need villages, but we'll give them some of them. I want to give Beowulf. You said it's this one is or bargain, right? So I'm going to start moving Lewin out, and I'll give him these 2. No, maybe I give him bottom 1. Let me just check that, because I just don't want to screw that up. That would be embarrassing. That's solid. I mean, I can always reload the turn. I do autosave, so. Anyway. We're getting a whole bunch of magic items, so. Nice, so that did not help. Okay, we're just gonna guess. We're gonna guess it's this one, or it's not this one, and we'll see. This here sword's the best we can do. Oh! Heh. Yeah, we should load the save. We're just gonna reset this quick. Uh-oh. Okay. Because that one wasn't right. Found it! First thing we did in the chapter though, so no big deal. Well, then we're going to give, like, these 2 villages to Lewin on the way out, and then Beowulf can get these 2 villages, because Beowulf's really the only one who wants the armor cutter. And then we can give Jamka this one, and someone else Sylvia the rest, I guess? I don't know why a dancer needs No, I want Sylvia to do things. Kaga does not promote incest. Anyone who says that is wrong. We'll ignore Gen 2. Yeah, but the number of people who actually use that as a piece of evidence is disturbing. Who am I sending? Who? Noish. Actually, that's not a bad shout. Noish needs some. So, I think that's what we'll do, is we'll give Noish the rest. And Finn is basically done leveling. So we'll give that to Azelle, I guess. So, now we're gonna heal Lex. And Lex can Brave X Macbeth. Which, in the very off chance that no one knows who Macbeth is, or someone does not know who Macbeth is, Shakespeare. He's actually a historical king of Scotland in the 10th century, but most famously known for being the conniving, backstabbing Macbeth from the play of the same name. So, like, should be pretty obvious, but I need to do my due diligence on that one. He does not double me. He does not two-shot me, because 32, 15 is 15, 16, 17, twice is 34. That should be just barely fine. It can't be! Granvale's here already? Damn it all, what are those useless mercenaries doing out here? Fine, I'll fight them myself. Keep advised! Look advise me! God, I hate advice so much. Still, it's 31-23, that's still 28-16, doesn't kill, so that's fine too. I'll be here forever. Finn can just start leaving because we don't need him and we have no way to get people out fast. I'm telling you, I'm cursed. I'm completely cursed with just, you cannot do damage. You shall never deal damage to a boss like ever again in your life. Too bad. So this is just making us take longer. Anyway, I feel like this game has ensured that I do a really terrible job on finishing any thoughts. Yeah, I mean, in FE6, Kaga did it first, Clarine and Klein are basically the same way, and no one comments on that one, so, you know. Though, the manga does assist, apparently, with that, by making it very explicit. So that's something. Anyway, though, I have done a terrible job on actually finishing a single thought I've had on actual medievalism all day. So, yeah. For forest uses, most forests in the Middle Ages were actually, like, managed land. Truly wild spaces, well, that's still the conceptual category, and there were poachers, and it's true. The author just does not like Beowulf, and so deletes him from the game. Rest in peace, our early medieval English folk hero. Anyway, forests were highly managed places. They were usually owned by somebody, and you'd have a yeoman help make them survive. Would be in charge of managing them, stocking them with wild animals for hunts, and generally ensuring that there were no poachers or anything else stupid like that. I did not get a advice this time. Thank you. So, the idea here of this kind of forest as wild frontier, with this heavily overgrown area and then these villages struggling to survive, is just not reflective of historical reality, though having villages along the edge of a forest was. With villages along the edge of a forest, it would often be the case that there would be poachers coming in from these local villages. They'd all be working in farms outside the forest, and then poachers could go in and do that. Poaching was a royal offense, and at times was punishable by death. That did not stop people, though. Was not always just for survival. Sometimes there did seem to be other purposes for poaching than the bare minimum of trying to not starve to death. So much for forests. For the rest of this, to talk a little bit more about the Holy Roman Empire, since that was kind of my goal for today. I did well on that. The main thing that makes the Holy Roman Empire different from anywhere else in Europe is that the monarchy, for like the entire time of its existence, was elective. Certainly throughout the entire Middle Ages. I think it may have changed in like the 18th century, but that's very far different. Yay! Yay! Okay, now he can just run away, and is healed for someone else later. A Zell, maybe? I don't think that's a super great idea. But he would double. He would double, and he does have Paragon, so if I can make that work, that's probably worthwhile. Let's see if Kuan can get closer. That brings him down to 22. I'd like to get him to one-shot range. That does 18. Okay. Lightbrand's... Lightbrand's pretty safe. Unless if he does that. This man is indestructible. Ow. Fine, then we will Steel Lance him from point nay. Attack. Nay, Besiege. There we go. Steel Lance. Steel Lance v Steel Lance, I do more damage as long as we don't have depth. That should allow exactly enough for him to get, for Azel to get the kill. If he doesn't, we need to reset the whole turn, which kinda sucks, but I'm hopeful. He provised again! Got him! Ugh, why me? This is a better way than Macbeth actually died. The historical figure just died in battle with nothing said about it. Obviously, in Shakespeare's play, Macduff cuts his head off and parades it around the city. So, yeah. Lovely. But we beat another castle, which is great. We're going to try and move people as quick as we can back along the way, so we can start doing more things. Aaron is also going to attack here, so I would need to get Lex, or I need to get Lewin up to... I can't have Eplin run too far away, because Lewin can get returned by her. So, that's going to slow me down a little bit, but for the most part I should be very quickly good to take on the next castle. And Do is going to catch up with Lachesis and give her the Thief Sword soon. Which is not honestly super useful, but yeah, it's something. Anyway, throughout this entire period, the Holy Roman Empire was elected. I think that's where I was. Well, getting a three-person dance isn't terrible. Boop. And Noish is going to go out to the coast, and Jamka has the unenviable job of running straight through the center of the forest. Yeah. Early on, the elected monarchy of the Holy Roman Empire often meant that it changed hands between various princes, with kind of this goal of most of the princes being, let's make someone strong enough that if our neighbors start bullying us, we can call on him for help, but weak enough that we can bully our neighbors without him intervening. Truly the finest of lines to walk. So, that was... I think I need to wait a couple turns actually, just to give everyone a chance to catch up. Otherwise this fight's gonna be pretty difficult, because... yeah. So we're just gonna take 2 turns of just moving, and I'll keep talking. There were exceptions with this. Sometimes electors screwed up and guessed wrong and wound up actually choosing a really strong person to be king. This is what happened with Frederick Barbarossa. He was the Prince of Swabia, got elected King of the Germans, and then Holy Roman, or then spent most of his life trying to get the actual title Holy Roman Emperor from the Pope. He did eventually manage, I think, but he spent a very long time fighting in northern Italy because of it. But he wound up being abnormally competent as a ruler, and so made sure that it was going to be okay, and that the princes did what he wanted them to do, and not what they wanted to do. Is that close enough? Damn it, it's 1 space short. Hello, hello! So yeah, we're mostly chatting about Fire Emblem, and occasionally I'm trying to throw in some history in here, and mostly failing. But, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there. Yo. Yo, I am definitely, that is exactly what it means, as opposed to the ancient Roman Empire, which I'll possibly talk about. Probably don't need to though, because there's very little relationship between the Holy Roman Empire and the ancient Roman Empire that preceded it, that technically the accepted end date is in the 5th century, but in practical purposes that end date is meaningless. Yeah, I can see that argument. I think it's the other way around though. That Granville has a lot more in common with France in that all the houses are very clearly subservient to the king, and a lot of the fighting is between them to try and get influence in the royal court, rather than the king merely being another prince fighting amongst this whole group, which seems to be much closer to what's happening in Agustria. I think either work. Very clearly, they're operating on very similar ideas of feudalism and of what a medieval feudal state looks like, which is fine. It definitely is not a bad thing that is the case, because this all is serving as the seat for all the epics that I talked about on the previous stream, with all the character names trying to construct this big, heroic, tragic narrative. So, the fact that they feel a little bit samey. The difference between Granville and Agustria is not large. Certainly way less than historical France and the Holy Roman Empire. But I think there's definitely some useful comparisons to be made in the way the princes or the lords of Agustria act, and the way they seem to have a lot of independence to an extent that even Chalfie and Dozel don't. Staff, return. Lewin. Bye. I may return Azel too, just so that he can start walking back along the roads instead of along here. Thinking. Relaxes heals. We're finally getting close. I think next turn I'll seize the castle, and that will let us move on. Because Marcus, don't do this to me. So this is a magical weapon. Also incredibly good. Its stats are terrible. It has no might, no hit, but it steals people's money. So on someone better than Lachesis, this is going to be really good. We'll probably end up giving it to either Alec or Noish. Oh yeah. I agree, both Shannon and Ares are good choices for it. I think my preference is going to be for giving it to, in first round I'm going to try and give it to probably Alec. But yeah, so there we mentioned the Demon Blade Mistletoe, which, no surprise, that just is the word for mistletoe in Icelandic. I think I mentioned this on the last stream, when we saw Eldigan. Oh boo. That one was not Bargain. Did I lose Bargain? If I lost Bargain, I'm going to be disappointed. I'll get it in second gen, but that's not so... that's a long ways away. Bargain is the first? This one? Rough. Well, that stinks. Yeah, Twink, you missed it. I got 6 Pavises in a row against Bordeaux. And just cried. absolutely legend. Yeah, he just was like, you shall not get bargain today. I think one of the times he didn't, Sigurd just whiffed. Yo, so we'll see his next turn. Just for the sake of keeping things moving forward without completely screwing myself over. I think at this point maybe it's not worth it to try and deal with that. Sylvia's not going to make it, but she can dance Sigurd once to help him get along. But past that, it's going to be pretty much game for them. So 2 needs heals, Aira needs heals, Finn needs more heals. We'll heal Finn more. Cannon pairings, question mark. I don't like doing any sort of Finn pairing, because then Finn loses all his weapons, and that's no good. Yay! The defense. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the exact pairings, because it turned out that Cullen does not pass down the ones that I thought he did. Fair enough. Nay, we should do this with everyone else. Oh, already did. Okay. Noish can go up here and get this one now. Pairing ideas are Adine Madir, obviously. Probably Eridu. Sylvia, I don't know yet. Probably Tilt 11 because Horseti is a god. Bridget, that one went out the window because Colin doesn't give a hand down anything. Lapis Lex probably, and maybe Aaron is Claude. So maybe I actually go like Sylvia Azel as a pretty good one too, because Lean doesn't. He hands down things, but he doesn't hand down any skills, and I mean, can hand down things to Paddy, so can hand down good swords and good sword rank, but Paddy just need. Yeah, but she's not killing things anyway, she's a thief. So, I'm not. I thought Faval would also get Luna, and that would have been hilarious, but no. I get disappointed. Alas. Yo. Eldian here is kind of really heavily portrayed as the equivalent of Quan and Sigurd, this paragon of knightly honor. Which is fair. You know, maybe I will do Bridget, but I want to do like. There's not a whole lot of like care either way. Because Vol, I'm not really gonna use a lot. Yeah, they're both good choices. So I'm undecided. I have time yet, since obviously I haven't picked up half of the cast yet. And we have a Lord Philad of Valhalla. Probably Claude. Lord Philad, I presume? Thank you for coming. Lord Sigurd, the Augustrian conflict has escalated into full-scale war, I see. How does this battle look at the moment? We're faring well so far somehow, but it hasn't been easy by any means. Incidentally, Lord Sigurd, I regret to say I come bearing bad news. Nasty rumors have emerged of late in the royal court, and they concern you. The rumors claim that in consort of Quan of Leinster and Elgin of Nordian, you are conspiring against the crown. This, it is said, is why you are harboring the Prince of Isaac in your ranks. What? That's absurd. Who in the world has started such nonsense? Chancellor Rector and Duke Longobald. I see. I should have known, knowing their disdain for my father. Yet to take that grudge so far. Those two are ruled by the envy of your father's immense power, as Prince Karth's advisor, I'd say. They likely believe a Chalfie-controlled prince would strip them of their influence once he takes the throne. Fear and jealousy dominate their lives. Don't let down your guard against them. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the warning. By the way, sir, pray tell, how goes the Azakian campaign? Is there an end in sight? It seems there is indeed. We expect the triumphant return of the prince and your father any day now. Thank the gods Prince Karth's Earth is safe. Losing him to this war would have dealt such a blow to Granvale's future. I know my father worries so about how the Belhalla lineage would end with His Majesty's death, unmarried as he is. Indeed, before the war started we were trying to hasten him to search for a wife. If I may, is there a problem? And we get exposition. Prince Karth, well, we'll hear it. Prince Karth had an affair with the Duchess of Velpamar, a truly lovely woman, as I recall. Duke Victor of Velpamar was, well, he was a philanderer of the worst degree, and had countless lovers. The prince, of course, is nothing like him. He wished only to support the Duchess at first, but the two soon fell deeply in love. Victor was distraught, needless to say. He penned a letter denouncing the pair, but they took his own life. The Duchess could bear to stay no longer. She fled Granvale and was never seen again. As I recall, her name was Sigyn. This is, in Norse mythology, the wife of Loki. Wow, that's horrible. So she was the mother of Lord Arvis. Indeed. I can scarcely imagine what this was like for him, losing both parents at only the age of 7. And yet, I feel so sorry for the prince, not to mention for Sigyn as well. Oh, my apologies. I'm sure a soldier of your caliber has better things to worry about than poor gossip. Please, don't worry about the story. You have a war with Agustria to win, after all. Farewell, Lord Sigurd. We look forward to the day that you too return to the fatherland in triumph. So, there is one interesting thing there, medievalism-wise, that the implication seems to be that that Lord Prince Karth is fighting on the front lines alongside everyone else in the Isaacin campaign. This would be totally right. So they... Anyway. We need to find Prince Lemon as quickly as possible. He said he knows location, that's the only reason. Yeah, Clement seems to be pretty chill as far as things go. Chagall... Yeah. Chagall is just flat out lying here. Straight up lying. Quite annoying, but say I love you. Ready the Augustine Knights to deploy. So, everyone else is deployed. We're going to keep going for as long as we can. We're at 3 hours 15 minutes. I'm going to try and keep going just until we finish. Oh no. Oh no. Thanks. Well, that's awkward. Sleepy time! Also, the Sword Brigade is real. Noish is in trouble. Noish is in a lot of trouble. How much damage is that taking? Oh, jeez. So this could just be kind of unavoidable. Luckily, yeah. Sadly, I don't have Physic yet, which means that there's just nothing. I have to reset this. I think I need to reset the turn. I don't want to do that. Oh god, I just saved over it. I can't reset the turn. Bruh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna figure this out on the next stream. I think this actually, since clearly I just did as such as, if I'm doing that, playing that badly, this is probably a sign that I need to call the night, because I'm clearly not doing well. So, I may have to redo the entire first part of this chapter in order to make it happen. And thank you, Twink, for the follow, by the way. So, that means a lot. But yeah, we're gonna end it here, because that was just so stupid I'm not even gonna try. I may very much need to just replay the first half of this chapter. So, yeah. Feels super bad. Actually though, if I could get bargain for that, it would be totally worth it. I've got the time, so I will probably try and do that before next week when we come back with this game. We'll try and talk better about the Holy Roman Empire with this, but I think it's safe to say that Chagall is a very weak king, and if he shows up and bullies the nobles, they'll listen to him, and past that they do their own thing. And that is actually a pretty faithful reflection of the Holy Roman Empire, which is the place that the Nibelungen Lied is from, by the way, just for whatever it's worth. The German epic that at least some of the names are taken from in here, namely the Balmung, was from the Holy Roman Empire. So that's cool, but sadly, Balmung's from the other side of the continent in this game. Yeah. So, we'll leave it here. The next stream will be Monday, same time, 5 PM GMT. We'll be playing more Banner Saga instead of more Fire Emblem, and we'll come back to Fire Emblem on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, we're going to do something else. I'm trying to get some kind of like co-op thing put together, but we will see on that. So I'll keep you posted. Follow me on here, follow me on Twitter to be updated, and all the VOD will be uploaded to YouTube on a channel of the same name. So if you want to subscribe there or watch what you missed, that's the best place to do it. So yeah, until Monday, you all have a good